Chapter 254. You'll remained in a kneeling position and stated, "I agree to become a member of Misty Mountain." This meant that the divine tree would release a single arrow to halt the entire potential of the conflict. From now on, at least for this generation of humanity, no one would possess the authority to lead all of humanity's elite against the divine tree. Moreover, the Flying Fortress, a war masterpiece with countless cutting-edge technologies, had now become an extended arm of Misty Mountain. The two Western church powerhouses also frowned. Indeed, even Yule could not resist such an excellent condition. Yule was waiting for a reassuring word from his master, but the divine tree remained silent. Yule sensed something was wrong. The divine tree seemed to be on high alert. The divine tree had detected an intruder, someone with overpowering spatial abilities who was directly breaching the space where the divine tree was hiding. A hidden figure with beautiful eyes, possibly a woman, stood before the divine tree. The assassin felt the terrifying aura emanating from the divine tree and could not help but be amazed, realizing that this was indeed the mutated tree. The core of the divine tree was currently in a dormant state because its divine consciousness was busy wreaking havoc in Fly City. But in just a second, the divine tree returned, opened its eyes wide, and faced the stranger. The divine tree then asked loudly, "Who are you? Why have you intruded here?" However, the assassin did not utter a word. Coldly, he surged forward, leaping onto the tree roots, aiming to reach the core directly. His movements were swift and professional, a testament to his rigorous training as a well-prepared assassin. The divine tree responded by commanding the roots to churn and writhe like waves, persistently pursuing the intruder. Yet, the assassin demonstrated a lightning-fast speed, prompting the divine tree to exclaim, "Incredible! Is this speed truly that of a human?" The assassin then raised one hand, preparing to strike with a powerful surge of spiritual energy. Realizing the extreme danger of continuing towards the core, the assassin suddenly lowered his altitude. His eyes gleamed with resolve as he declared himself the protector of humanity. With a single strike, he unleashed a blow as forceful as a cannonball against the divine tree's trunk, creating a massive explosion. The impact was so immense that even the divine tree's roots, which were stronger than steel, were torn apart. What kind of strength could a human possess to invoke such terrifying power? The divine tree's expression immediately darkened, recognizing that this opponent could not be taken lightly. The assassin truly had the capability to inflict physical damage on the divine tree. The divine tree pondered, "Who exactly is this individual?" The divine tree opened its eyes wide, carefully observing and trying to discern the opponent's origins. This person was certainly not an ordinary human. Their speed and strength far exceeded the average elite of humanity. Moreover, the assassin evoked a familiar sensation in the divine tree, a subtle oppressive feeling reminiscent of the times when it fought against the Dark King. It was unsettling and might provoke the divine tree's anger. Meanwhile, the assassin continued his relentless assault, now attempting to conjure a new spell. He raised his hand towards the sky, crystallizing his spiritual energy. From his palm emerged a massive vortex, with winds howling furiously. The wind speed might have reached 400 km/h, but he did not stop there. The wind grew stronger and stronger, with the spiritual energy within becoming increasingly compressed. Indeed, the temporary space of the divine tree began to show signs of fracture, with cracks spreading throughout the area. The divine tree was astonished, realizing that a human could achieve such a level of power. The assassin hurled the vortex, which had now become a tremendous storm, ready to tear apart everything within its path. The divine tree immediately summoned a purple serpent, which opened its mouth wide and then devoured the storm. The assassin stared in disbelief, wondering how such a thing was possible. After the storm was consumed, the remaining wooden dragons roared and charged towards the assassin. However, as the assassin focused on the wooden dragons, the purple serpent opened its mouth again and released a deadly breath. Damn, the divine tree was indeed devious, using trickery and pressure to overwhelm its opponent. The wooden dragons then lunged simultaneously, slamming their heads into the enemy, creating a tremendous shockwave and a cloud of dust. At this moment, the divine tree tried to gather information about the assassin, but the system screen could not read anything at all. It was quite frustrating. However, if the naked eye couldn't determine the assassin's details, the divine tree still had another eye that could see through hidden tricks, the Eye of Heaven. Indeed, under the gaze of the Eye of Heaven, information about the assassin appeared, but reading this data left the divine tree bewildered. Race, unknown. Level, unknown. Even the assassin's innate talent and special skills were not fully translated by the system, leaving only a meaningless sentence. The divine tree was puzzled. An unidentified race? Could this individual not be human? What was happening with this person before him? Had he been possessed? Or was he still himself but not human? Or was the divine tree system experiencing a font error? The divine tree was confused. It had never encountered a situation like this before. Meanwhile, the assassin seemed to be unharmed after the divine tree's counterattack. The divine tree then asked, "What kind of creature are you? Why are you attacking me without reason?" At that moment, the assassin spoke, with a voice as clear as a mountain stream. "I couldn't help but want to test and see how strong you are, to understand how you could defeat the Dark King." The divine tree, hearing this, responded, "Who are you? Your strength clearly surpasses that of any human on this planet." However, the girl thought that revealing her race was insignificant, merely a label. Moreover, she wished to thank the divine tree for protecting the planet and decided to give it a gift. The divine tree was taken aback, realizing that a ceasefire and a gift could easily lead to being swayed and becoming friends. The girl extended her hand, revealing a slender thread of faint orange light gently swaying from her small palm. She said, "This is a fragment of my primordial essence. It can help you ascend to the sixth order." Upon hearing transcendent sixth order, the divine tree was startled. Such a grand gift? The divine tree fell silent, knowing that a gift of this magnitude would certainly come with a significant request. At this moment, the divine tree had to be extremely cautious. What if accepting this gift meant it would be forced to become a decorative tree in someone else's room? Seeing the divine tree's prolonged silence, the girl said, "You should remember that the battle with the Dark King was just the beginning." The divine tree was puzzled. Hadn't the system indicated that it was the final chapter? The girl clarified that deep within the universe, there was another unavoidable battle that was about to erupt. Removing her headscarf, she revealed her silver-gray hair and delicate face with ocean blue eyes. She explained that there was an entity even more powerful than the Dark King targeting this planet. The divine tree's expression turned pale, realizing that the thread promising ascension to the sixth order was not a simple gift after all. Now, the divine tree could only hope that the phrase "about to erupt" implied a time frame of around 10 million years to be reasonable. End of chapter 254.